What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to give you an update on what's been going on with me, the Sound Alchemist, and my fan-created Legion, the 11th Legion, the Lost Legion, the Celestial Sons. So, my goal for this year is to have the entirety of the lore done for my Celestial Sons. And I'm having that being done in an 11-part lore video entitled Codex Celestial Sons. And actually, if you've been watching it, there's like I want to say like 4 or 5 videos already out on that. There is a playlist that you can check that out, which I will have linked at the end of this video. And it's been a while since I've done the next video. Multiple reasons. Main reason is that I've been focusing on creating my D&D universe. And when I say universe, it's a lot to add because there's currently 5 planets in this universe, and I have to come up with like the backstories, the lore, the gods, the type of civilizations found on it, and not just that, but I'm also DMing a session that has to do with this universe. So I'm kind of building it as I go, trying to see how the party does with the lore that I've come up with it. On top of this, I'm also playing another D&D session that has to do with this universe as well. I'm not the DM in that one, so I kind of have to like piece things together to see how it'll fit into my own lore behind it. And there's a lot to take into. Also, if you guys want to see what that's about, I will create a playlist. I don't think I have yet, but I'm going to create a playlist entitled The Embers of Divinity. That's essentially what I've been calling my D&D universe, so you can check all the videos there. By the time this goes up, I should already have that playlist done and also linked at the end of this video, so you can check that out as well. Whew, that was a mouthful. So yeah, D&D takes up a lot of time. I think I'm currently in 3 games a week. So I play D&D. We do these Warhammer 40K videos. I go to work and I got a family, so I do not have a lot of free time. However, today I was actually going through my minis for my Infernal Sons and Celestial Sons, and I found out some things that I didn't know that I should have known. So there's 2 models that I've had for at least a year now. One is a Telemon Heavy Dreadnought from the Adeptus Custodes, and the other is a Leviathan Dreadnought, the Forge World model for the Space Marines. And these were commissions by 2 different studios, and I told them if they could to magnetize the weapons so I can change them out. And lo and behold, that I can actually swap out the weapons between these 2 models because the magnetization and the polarities of the magnets, they work. And after having these models for a year now, I just found that out, which is hilarious to me. Pretty cool, because now I could like mix and match, but that's pretty funny. On the other side, we've been doing, by me, Gershwan, and our Warhammer 40K play group, we've come up with a pretty interesting idea that whenever we play 40K, we usually play teams just so everybody can play. The loser of that game has to give the player some bits, and the whole purpose of that is for the bits to represent the spoils of war. So now, let's say Gershwan's Orc Warlord killed my Space Marine captain. I have to give him a bit, and all my bits are already painted up, so essentially he can add a Space Marine helmet to his Warlord's base to show that he's defeated this guy, he's more of a badass now. And I really like that, especially now that our Nurgle player / Raven Guard player has picked up another army. He's playing the Dark Eldar. That's right, guys, the Drukhari will hopefully be in a battle report. I'm not gonna say soon because he still has to like paint them and build them and get enough points. So it might be a while, but I've never played against Eldar, so this will definitely be a really awesome scenario to see how well they are. Because the Eldar, in my opinion, are one of the least played armies, well, that I've seen anyway. So that's that. And another thing too, so I was going through all my armies and stuff, and I actually managed to do a few conversions. I went through my bits box, or my bits canister, and there was this one model that really bugged me for a long time because it was really cool. It's Cranon the Relentless, if you know who that is. He was in a starter set between the Dark Angels and Chaos, and his model is really cool. But I always thought that his base was like super tiny. And there is a base that I got for a Forge World character, Armillus Dynat, which is part of the Alpha Legion, which I had Smells Like Wargaming years ago do a commission for him. And he's actually my captain for the Celestial Sons. So he actually made a scenic base. And I've never used this base for anything because Armillus Dynat, the model, already had a badass base. So I finally made my my base bigger by just putting that base onto the scenic base, and now he looks that much more badass. So yeah, I mean, lately I've been kind of experimenting and converting, and it kind of got me back into the 40k mood. And hopefully I could do some more, bit or kit bashing with my Tau army, because that's an army that I really feel needs a revamp. I've been highly debating on selling my Tau and using that money to have it converted the way I want it to, or maybe even me myself create the army. Because all the armies that I have now have either been commissioned or I've seen some really cool models on eBay. So I haven't really built or painted anything really myself. So I'm thinking if I did that with the Tau, maybe that could be my baby starting up, which that's how I started into Warhammer 40k. We built Space Wolves, painted Space Wolves. And I say we because Gershwin and I, we bought a box and we shared the minis. We split them in half. Well, I think he got 3 because it was his birthday and I only got 2. But anyway, yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to create the Tau in a fashion that I really want him to be. Because again, I bought this army off of eBay, and as great as it is, it's not 100% how I want it to be. So I don't know, give me your tips, give me your advice, and should I sell it? Because I know you should never really sell your armies because regret is a thing, but I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But yeah, going back to the original topic of this video, I will be doing the continuation to my Celestial Sun lore. It's just that the next video is a pivotal moment into their lore. This is where the Edict of Obliteration takes place, so it's literally the turning point where they were expunged from Imperial records and they became renegades, so to speak. So I really want it to be epic. I really want the writing to be as good as I can make it be. And it's hard because like I've got the skeleton and I know exactly what I want to happen. It's just hard to like make it flow correctly. So I'm still working on that. Most likely it won't be done by this Sunday. Hopefully the Sunday after that. But we'll see. And the thing that really sucks is that I have scripts done for the next episode after that. And it's like, I want to go in order, I can't skip parts, which I guess I could, but I mean, if you're following this chronologically, it's kind of like, oh, well, you skipped part 5, where's, why'd you do that? Now I know what's going to happen, and it's kind of like a spoiler for what's previous, but yeah, I'm not going to do that, so I got to finish this next part so I can continue on and keep going with the lore for the Celestial Sons, because it's already August, and sooner or later this year is going to fly by, and my, I guess, New Year's resolution wouldn't have been completed. Originally my plan was for every 2 weeks to come out with an episode. Yeah, that didn't go well. But yeah, Celestial Sundays will be returning. I do plan on bringing back Grim Dark Battles. I gotta do that too. And another little series that I was thinking of starting would be the top 3 things I love and top 3 things I hate about all the races of Warhammer 40K. I previously did some overall in general of the top 3 things I love and hate about Warhammer 40K. Not the races, just the game in general. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But I think I've blabbered on enough, ranted enough. So let me know what you want me to know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to me if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And without further ado, I have been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you guys next time.